And we're back. KSL round 2, 12. 2 plus 10 is 12. We I need to make a retraction. It was not Baby Gwyn that ate it as he came onto the ice earlier. It was Maitland Osborne. Maitland, well done. It was a sight to watch, that's for sure. Second game tonight, game 2, round 12. We've got the Athenas versus the Dehli Bellies. There's only 2 points separating these two. And now with the Shut Up Maitlands winning that last game, the Athenas definitely want to win this one so that they can stay tied. In fact, if they win this outright, they'll be on top. So, and showing his coordination once again is a Maitland Osborne. Here we go. Look at him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Who's on camera work? That's terrible. That is terrible. Is that Kondos? Oh, Chris, what are you doing? Oh, mate, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, stupid, sexy Maitland. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our special guest referee for this second game, Maitland Osborne. He's just played a game, and now he's going to ref it like that. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm very excited now. Alrighty, so here we go. Excuse me while I clear my throat. Norman Yan looking to improve on his effort from the last game. He had a sterling first half of that first game, but trailed off at the end of the first, and then into the second. So hopefully he's all warmed up and ready to roll. And nobody's put the goals out for the end of the Athenas, so we'll have to see when we can get started with this game. So the Athenas are in their blacks, with the Dehli Bellies in their greens and blues. Recapping the goalie stats. Maitland Osborne in 5th. Justin Shepherd in 4th. Norman Yan in 3rd. Steve Horvat in 2nd. Prior to tonight's start. And then first place is a piece of mesh, going by save percentage. So Costa, our referee from the first game, demonstrating how it's done. Just throwing it down. And while we're waiting to get things underway, start proceedings in this second game, shout out to our major sponsors, our only sponsors, Sparkin Data and Electrical, for all of your data and electrical needs. Sparkin Data, SPARKNDATA.com.au. Check that out for all for the services that they provide, and support them for supporting us. Huge shout out to the Condosses who started this thing, and now it's grown into a monster that we can all enjoy. Shout out to our Vancouverans, our Vancouverites, the people of Vancouver. If you're watching this week, shout out to you. Shout out to everyone watching from all over the place. Oh, Cullen with a beautiful little snapshot that just pings off the crossbar. This is warm-up. Maitland Osborne skating behind the net with slim to no protection on him. So, excuse me for a little bit while I just get numbers down. Is that Tony Shane in the 3v3? Just here, skating on the blue line, purple? Yeah. Who's that number skating over the bench now? Just black.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
I think his name's Hamish, but I can have a look and confirm.
Okay. Oh, he's the guy from the ring.
Yeah.
Ooh, swap teams.
Is George 77? What number's Jake? Is he 13 as well? As Nat? Yep. All right, and away we go. Maitland Osborne throwing down. Check out that butt. Oh my God, look at that butt. And he heard me commenting on it, so he puts his hands behind his back, cover that thing up. And so the offside occurs, and the Athenas will get to carry that away. Chris Cullen coming into the zone against Jojo Spinozzi. Spinozzi running up through the near side boards. Carries it. He's a one-man show, and he throws it on early, but Norman Yan blocks that down with his body. The body of Norman Yan is a powerful thing. Oh, shot from the side, goes off the rim, off the side of the post. Norman Yan got a stick in there to break up Joe Spinozzi. And that's Cam Coots. He's the cameraman and a good human. Good human, that Cam Coots. The pass there from who was that from? Oh, Sarah Sparrow. Up to Phoebe Melvin, who couldn't quite hold it. Here comes Cam. Cam crosses the blue line with pressure from Georgie. Georgia, Polgia, puddin' pie. Webren with the puck. Webren Heidi. Pressure from Joe Spinozzi, who takes it away and then comes in on his own. Past George. Once again, Norman up high. It was thrown back on him, but he managed to keep it out of the net. So Jake White, one of the number 13s, passes it across to George. George couldn't hold it, so here comes Shepherd, Justin Shepherd. The Dehli Bellies in their own defensive zone managed to take the puck away from the Athenas. Buell putting pressure, same with Cam, but wasn't enough. Jake White now bringing it back for the Athenas, takes it over the blue line. Stick of Blundell gets in the way. Jake White catches his own, goes through Buell up to Cam. That's Alice Cam, number 63. Oh, good save there from Steve Horvat. Off Heidi. Oh, sorry, it's not Johnny Blundell. It's Steve. Steve. That's not Johnny, that's Steve. Steve. Is that Linton Wood? Linton Wood with the puck. He shepherds with his arm. But Kondos takes it away in the end after Phoebe Melvin couldn't get the puck. And then Shepherd just pumps it down the ice. Nat Kondos stripped by Sparrow. Sparrow carrying it around behind her net. Flutters it into the zone where Melvin throws it onto Norman Yan. But Norman Yan just moves into the way of that puck. Nat Kondos up this side to Hamish. Hamish is an official. But that pass of his is broken up by Linton Wood. The Wood of Wood got in the way. That shot thrown on by Cam Coots. Deflected into the near side corner by Norman Yan. And then that was wrapped around high by George. Once again, picked up the shot that was put on by the Dehli Bellies. Dehli Bellies will clear that out after Horvat comes out to play the puck. Oh, sneaky play there by Sparrow. She manages to get away with it. Melvin didn't see it coming. Cam Coots throws, kind of flicked it into the slot. Oh, almost offside there by Jake White, but Tony Sheng managed to get it over the line just before he crossed. George comes down into the corner, as does the puck. Is that Spinozzi as well? Simo Spinozzi applying pressure. Oh, Jake White stripped of the puck by Spinozzi. And here he comes. Jake White tried to drop his stick on the ice. And they turn it over to the Dehli Bellies. Jojo Spinozzi throws it down into the far side corner. It wraps around to Cullen, who whiffs on it. Oh, boy. Oh, good break up in front there by Jake White. That comes up, and we've got Gary Nat, as well as Simo Spinozzi. Oh, and Gary Nat bounced it off a couple of the boards and people. Cullen threw it on, but Nat got in the way of it, so it ricocheted off. Chris Kondos. Oh, nice hands, but that was better, as he read that beautifully. Jojo Spinozzi couldn't get it past Cullen, who stops it in his skates. Jojo hits it off his stick. Trickles out to Kondos. Kondos flutters it over to Cullen, but that shot of his is blocked. And here come the Dehli Bellies on a breakaway. It's Justin Shepherd. Justin Shepherd throws it far side over the blocker of Norman Yan and straight into the top shelf. No assist on that one, so Justin Shepherd takes us away with the first goal of the game. Steve Ward darting backwards and forwards, overskates the puck, passes it up, could not meet its mark. So the Athenas are going to try and break it out here, but Linton Wood applied a bit of pressure, but the Athenas come away with it. Jake White passes it up to Alice Cam to Fiona Buell. Jake White had it stripped, but he continues to apply pressure. Oh, gee, that's the second time he's done that. Dart in front of his own goals, has Justin Shepherd. Confident with the puck, but you don't want to be too confident in that situation. Linton Wood couldn't receive that one, so George Bakazi will take the puck. And after a bit of pressure from Steve Ward, throws it across ice. Justin Shepherd picks off that pass. Shepherd throws it up ice, but stopped by Jake White. Couldn't get it any further than him. Jake and George play catch. Like a father and son down at the baseball pitch. Jake White couldn't quite strip him of the puck. Oh, Sparrow with a good shot, but couldn't get it past Norman Yan. Steve Ward picks up the loose puck. 23. Spinozzi gets the goal on the rebound. So Simon Spinozzi there with his 13th of the season, 13th goal. Oh, wow. What a response from Hamish. Sheng with the assist. So that was Hamish's goal with a beautiful cross-seam pass from Tony Sheng, who has the puck now on his own, gets past Spinozzi.
Oh,
Did that
my
not
God.
go in?
No. Horvat just dragged his stick behind him, and Sheng smashed it right into the thick part of the stick.
Holy mackerel. What a save by Horvat. Like, I can't believe what I just saw. That was incredible. Spinozzi just at the other end now just throws it through the goal crease. Sparrow picks up that errant pass from Tony Sheng, carries it, still Sparrow with it, and that's offside because Jojo got too excited. Spinozzi was like, I want to start attacking and shooting goals and stuff. Jake White carrying it all the way. Coast to... Wow, good goal. Really good goal. Low side shot on the glove side. So Jake White with a very great individual effort there. Coast to coast pretty much. And we're at 2-2. So here's Cam Coots. He pops it over the stick of the defender. Up to Spinozzi. Spinozzi over to Spinozzi. And Georgie B will break that up. But the Dehli Bellies get it back. Pass down low to Spinozzi. Spinozzi to Spinozzi. Oh, wow. Good save and good defensive pressure there to... Oh. Wow. And Jake White with a slapper from the face-off dot outside the blue line that just clipped Steve Horvat on the way through and found a home in the net. So that'll count. So, with 15 minutes, 45 seconds left in this first half, we've got the Dehli Bellies on 2 and the Athenas on 3. Chris Kondos breaking ankles left, right, and centre. But a terrible pass that landed on the stick of Gary Nat, who passed it up to Justin Shepherd. Oh, who got slashed and hooked and everything by Chris Kondos. Who knew it? He knew what he was doing. That pass didn't land on the stick of Buell. So the Athenas will have to chase it back from their own defensive end and start again. Jake White couldn't stop that pass, so Alice Cam picks it up in the neutral zone. Jake White robs her, even though she's on his team, and he's putting on the skates today. Steve Ward pops it over to Sarah Sparrow, who pops it on net, but it's low and into the leg of Norman Yan. Hamish Young passing it back through his legs to Jake White. Jake White perusing the situation and slapping it again. This time, Horvat, oh my God. Horvat couldn't glove it. Popped out in front of him. So he decided to try and swing his stick at the puck and missed it completely. Down the other end, Jojo Spinozzi hits Norman Yan in the chest. Pops up and he couldn't get the rebound on net. Tony Sheng, breaking ankles himself. Pops it down low. But Chris Kondos misses the puck. And Melvin will pick up the puck, skate around a little bit, passes it up to nobody at the point. Nobody was there. Thanks, defenders. Sparrow picks up the errant puck, skating through center ice, comes down into the offensive zone. Good little snap wrist shot there, but Yan will stop it. Kondos up to Sheng at center ice. Oh, good defensive pressure by Spinozzi. Number 4. Sheng puts it on net, but it's stopped in front by his brother, Simo Spinozzi. Chris Kondos. Nobody wanted it, so he said, I'll take it. Jojo Spinozzi with a terrible pass that gets intercepted by Sheng. Sheng, Kondos, but gloved down by Horvat. And Sheng couldn't strip Cam Coots of the puck.
Particularly remarkable save given Cam Coots was standing on top of his own goaltender there by accident.
It's not goaltender interference if it's your own teammate doing it. And if you're a defender, get out of the way of your bloody goalie. Oh, Tony Sheng thought he had an opportunity there to get a rebound, but that covered it up. Jojo Spinozzi, almost tripped over his own skates there, but made it look graceful AF. Spinozzi still has it. Outskates a couple of defenders, passes it down low to the slot. Melvin couldn't quite time the one-timer. But not a bad effort there. George passes up to Jake White, but broken up by the Delis. Sparrow in her own defensive end, circling round. Passes it up to Spinozzi. Spinozzi couldn't handle it. Too hot to handle. Oh, and he went into the boards awkwardly. I think he's all right. Wibren Heidi gets it broken up, but Jake White is there to support him. And then he stops Sparrow. Sparrow just tried to shovel it into the zone, but Jake White was in the way. And then Sparrow deflects it through the slot to stop Cullen from getting a beautiful opportunity. Here comes Simo Spinozzi, but he's broken up by Nat Kondos. Nat Kondos up the wing to Jake White, but he couldn't get it. So Gary Nat will be first on the puck. First on the crime scene. Cullen putting pressure on, but Nat managed to get it past him. Hamish Young and Cullen, Chris Cullen. Oh, Shepherd with a good little wrister shot there. Yan got a blocker on it, so there'll be a battle against the boards for it. Cullen, the victor. Oh, Hamish Young, beautiful little move. Gets it around Steve Ward. Rips it on net, but Horvat gets a leg save on it. Steve Ward just exclaiming, oh no, with that terrible, terrible pass up the middle. Cullen at the blue line, whiffs on it. Passes it back to George. George throws a screen shot off the post. The far side and in. What a goal. So Cullen with that assist and a beautiful shot by George, the team captain. His 6th of the season. And here comes Linton Wood. Won the face-off. Oh, and also almost with the one-handed tuck. Oh my gosh, the Delhis are just blitzing Norman Yan. Like a blitzkrieg.
Athena's goal, his 6th of the season, scored by number 77, George Baxty.
Linton Wood on a breakaway, but he gets wrapped up by Captain George. Captain George. I don't know why that sounds so funny. But Chris Cullen picks up the rebound in the slot. Sorry, Chris Kondos, not Chris Cullen. Passes it up to Tony Sheng, but a good defensive block there by Gary Knapp. But Chris Kondos comes away with it, gets past all the defenders. Somebody screaming from the bleachers, get to the net, get to the net. Oh, good move there by Shepherd. Dangled his way past Nat Kondos, but Tony Sheng picks up the puck now. Passes it up to Jake White, but he didn't see Sarah Sparrow behind him, who now comes... Oh, come on. That's rough. Costa. Nobody's happy with that call. Hamish Young, blocked by Jojo Spinozzi. Up to Sarah Sparrow. Everyone from the bench shouting offside. Oh, that was good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. The offside calls keep coming. And the Dehli Bellies are going to clear it out. Up to Cam Coots. Applied pressure by Hamish Young, but Coots still has it. Coots off the stick. Oh, a shot that was high, but Norman Yan got a stick to it off the shaft of his stick. Coots in his own defensive zone. I thought he was going to shoot on his own goal there, but he didn't. Jojo Spinozzi catches that. Outstretched stick below the goal line. Puts it into the slot. Shot that goes off goal. Spinozzi puts it back into the slot, but there was nobody there to grab it. So here comes Steve Horvat out of his net. Throws it up to the blue line, and good pressure there by the Delhis to make sure that there were no Athenas that could get that one. Phoebe Melvin coming in. Shot on goal that gets deflected into the far corner. Spinozzi down to Sparrow, who goes completely wide. Oh, Spinozzi with the backhander wraparound that didn't quite go. Norman Yan with a good glove save that gets put down between his legs. 6:38 in the first half, and Athena's are leading 4-2. Here comes Hamish Young, streaking down the outside. Manages to toe drag a couple of players and then pass it back up to the point where Chris Cullen's standing there. Puts it off net. Hamish Young picks up the rebound. Jojo Spinozzi steals it. Dehli Bellies. Oh, and he got tripped there. That's a trip by Chris Cullen. But Costa put his whistle in his pocket. Oh, dangerous pinch there by Spinozzi. Chris Kondos manages to just barge the puck through. Nat played it into his skates. He tried to put it through the skates of Sarah Sparrow, but Sparrow said, I'll take it. Steve Ward up against Tony Sheng. The two were teammates the last game, and now they're enemies. That's offside. By a long shot. Up to the point. Good slapper shot there by Spinozzi, but Norman Yan put his pads together and prevented the puck from going inside the net. Oh, Steve Ward. Oh, great effort there. Got tangled up in front of the net, but he managed to get free and get a good shot on goal. Tony Sheng pops it up through to Chris Cullen, and he gets him after it hit a stick or two. A shot that went off Steve Ward and on net gets stopped by Steve Horvat. Whew. This game's exciting. Broken up by the Athenas, that cross-ice pass was. Chris Cullen on the near side boards. Oh my gosh. Horvat's glove just cannot catch a thing today. Steve Ward tried to make a pass down low, but had to go high because Gary Nutt was peeling back. Here comes Shepherd, but he gets broken up by Jake White with a great defensive play. Good forechecking. Jake White on his blue line. He gets tripped, and that's a penalty. And Jake White sold it. Like it's a 1993 Porsche Carrera. Barely been driven on except for on Sundays by an old lady. And he will take the shootout. The penalty shot, that one. Slapper. Oh, and he just hit the ice too hard. Gave Horvat enough time to get his hand up in front of that one. So the officiating of Maitland Osborne and Costa. I don't know his last name. What? Hudakis. Costa Hudakis. They're the officiating team. Oh, Justin Shepherd pops it on into the chest of Norman Yan. Up to Cam. Good pass. Alice Cam tried to throw it on net, but Jojo Spinozzi stopped it and will come the other way. He takes a shot. The rebound's there for the juicy pickings. But Justin Shepherd couldn't get past the leg of Norman Yan. He's come away with the puck, though. Passes it across ice where it's broken up by Chris Kondos for the Athenas. Chris Kondos, his pass is broken up by Joe Spinozzi. Gary Nat in the defensive zone. Tried to pass it long, but Chris Kondos was there on his own blue line to get it. Chris Kondos skating around, gets it past Linton Wood into his own offensive zone, and he throws a puck well wide of the net. Alice Cam on the blue line. Great work there. Chris Kondos gets around Gary Nat. Gary Nat. Oh, wow. And Steve Horvat couldn't hold on to that, so it was picked up in front by Wibber and Heidi. With a lovely little rebound in front of an open net. So Weber and Heidi with the goal on that one. And no assist registered on that. Norman Yan stops a flubbing shot. Hamish Young pops it up to Weber, who just scored a goal. Tried to get the rebound past Justin Shepherd, but Shepherd stopped it. Sarah Sparrow throws it on goal for the Delis. Norman Yan almost had his head taken off there by Sparrow as she cruised on through. And here comes George with a nice little bank pass behind the back of Jake White, but he came at him. Wow, good goal. Real good goal. 5-hole, I think. So So Jake White with his third goal of this game. That's a hat trick. And George with a beautiful, beautiful bank pass. So the Athenas are on 6 with the Dehli Bellies on 2. And Chris Cullen looking to make a bid before the end of this period with 32 seconds left. Oh, rings it off the post. Jake White picks up the rebound at the blue line and lets everybody touch up. Jake White wrapping around his own goals. Looking to make a long pass. He does up to Hamish Young at his blue line. Chris Cullen touches it and goes in. Hamish Young applying pressure down at the below the line on Cam Coots. And he gets it. Cam Coots. Sarah Sparrow throws it up, but Hamish Young got to stick to it. And that's the end of the period. So at the end of the first half of this game, we've got the Dehli Bellies, 31 shots and 2 goals, to the Athenas, 22 shots and 6 goals. Spark and Data and Electrical bringing this one to you, as is Maitland Osborne's butt. And the goalies will change ends. Steve Horvat making his way down to the right end of the rink. Norman Yan already down at the left-hand side.
Dehli Bellies are always an interesting team to watch. You'd think looking at the statistics with 31 shots in a single period that they'd be on top by now. But the Dehli Bellies often overcommit on the attack and will have a 4-person attack, which leaves 3 of the Athena's defenders open for a 3-on-0, often leaving the goaltender out to dry there. So be interesting if they can corral that into the second, and they're going to have to if they want to win.
Oh, I reckon they just keep doing what they're doing. They're doing all right, right? You know, nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, maybe it's just because one goaltender sucks. And
given he pulled off the save of the season behind the back with his stick, I don't think we can put it down to that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was some incredible calisthenics stuff that he just pulled on that one. I would love to see a replay of that one. Chris, when you're editing this one, make sure you chuck that into super slow-mo, and as long as our cameraman caught it. So we're hoping for a big period from the Dehli Bellies. They need a response period. And taking the face off is Cam Coots and Tony Sheng. Oh, Costa throws it down and just smacks hard on the ice. Oh, Chris Kondos. The pressure of Phoebe Melbourne got into his head. Oh, and he throws it on net, but it goes high. Tony Sheng below the goal line to Chris Kondos, also below the goal line, up to the point where Cullen was standing. Oh, good play. That was some beautiful passing. Tony Sheng will get the... So Kondos will get the first assist on that one. Was there a secondary assist to Chris Cullen on that? Nope, no secondary. It was great movement of the puck there from Tony Sheng behind the goal to Chris Kondos in the far corner, up to Chris Cullen, back down to Chris Kondos. And by that time, Tony Sheng had moved to the face-off hash mark and managed to just pop one on net. So, beautiful passing play. Oh, here we go. Dehli Bellies. Coots couldn't get it on. Couldn't get it past Steve Horvat. So Jake White shovels that puck up to an offside Chris Cullen, and it doesn't matter because Jojo Spinozzi gets past Jake White up to Linton Wood. Linton Wood throws the puck away, and it's in the skates of Fiona Buell. Fifi, as nobody calls her. Oh! Jake White almost kicked it into his own goal. Horvat wasn't ready for it. Joe Spinozzi into his offensive zone, and we've got 2-on-2. Oh, Linton Wood pushed into Horvat by Chris Cullen. And that is a goal by Linton Wood, just to add insult to injury. All right, and we got some life back in this one. That's the kind of play that we need to see more of the Delis. Linton Wood throwing it hard across to Justin Shepherd. Shepherd over to Kondos, who has switched teams now. Kondos to Spinozzi. Spinozzi throws it in! Wow! 2 quick goals! So that makes it 4-7 and a couple of goals. Very quick.
Makes my stat sheet a bloody nightmare, though. Chris Kondos changing halfway in the game.
And here he is. And he just scores. You jerk, Kondos. That's his 3rd point of this one, and he scored for both he's got points on both teams. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Tony Sheng wins the face-off for the Athenas, and Nat Kondos, the only Kondos on the Athenas team now, pumps it down below the goal line to George. George couldn't get it past Steve Ward, who's limbering a little bit after that one. Oh, into the slot. Is that a goal? Oh my God, here we go.
7-5.
So Sarah Sparrow gets the assist on that one from Simon Spinozzi. Oh, and another one that almost jumps into the skates of Horvat and into the goals. Things are getting exciting here. Only 2 goals in it, as we're now at 5-7 with 22 minutes 27 left in this period. Oh, is that Shepherd? Did some yoga with his hands there and threw a pass back, but it was cut off by Tony Sheng, who's like, I've had enough of this. Let's go get a goal. Gary Nats putting his stick in there, but Sheng is just eating them for breakfast. Both of the defenders, Sparrow and Nat. Oh, Norman Yan, good save. Slammed in from Cullen. Good stick there by Norman Yan. Oh, one-timer that goes wide. A leading pass there to Sarah Sparrow that couldn't meet couldn't meet its mark. Oh. Oh. And a couple of opportunities there for the Delis to get within 1. Gary Nat waiting. Throws it across ice. But Simo Spinozzi couldn't quite hold on to it. So it comes back to Cam Coots in the defensive zone. Phoebe Melbourne gets it on the back of her stick and throws it up to Simo Spinozzi, who takes it in over the blue line. And an offside gets called, even though the person that was offside was Alice Cam, who's on the other team. I mean, she is wearing green, to be fair. We'll let him have that one. Oh, here comes Jojo Spinozzi. Spinozzi through the center ice, and Horvat just didn't even make an attempt on that one. So we're at 6-7. So unassisted there, Joe Spinozzi. He's got 2. His brother's got 2. So that brings it up to 20 goals for Joe Spinozzi for the season. Well, no, he scored more last game. Oh, Horvat smacks that one away like he's John McEnroe at Wimbledon, saying, "You cannot be serious." Oh, Hamish Young with a nice little one-timer pass to Fiona Buell. He manages to keep his skate on the line. Fiona Buell throws it into the slot, but there was a Stephen Ward there waiting for her. Chris Kondos will retreat into... He's back on the Athenas. Wait, Chris! Can you make up your mind which team you're on? He's giving us a bloody hernia up here, I tell you what. Changing teams every 2 seconds. Hamish Young keeps it in at the blue line, but not for long. Jojo Spinozzi, backhander in the slot, covered up by Horvat. Jake White over in the side to Chris Kondos. Chris Kondos throws it up to Weber and Heidi. Heidi with the puck in the near side corner. Oh, he tried to use his hand to... Oh, Tony Sheng at the side of the net almost had a good one. Jake White stepping on the puck. Jojo Spinozzi racing up. Here comes Justin Shepherd with him as well. Oh, good save by Horvat. Spinozzi thought he had him beat, but he just chucked his stick out. That's the second best stick save he's had all night. And the only reason why it wasn't his best is because the first one was a damn near miracle. Chris Kondos weaving through 3 defenders. Couldn't get through all of them, though, because Steve Ward popped it off his stick. Justin Shepherd carries away the lonely puck. From below his net, pumps it up past Stephen Ward, who didn't see it. Oh, Kondos over to Sheng. Sheng throws it on net. Good save by Yan. Yan again with another save. That time off Jake White. And Athenas turn it over. Here comes Sarah Sparrow. She does a drop pass that couldn't quite make it to Cam Coos. Cam he kind of gets bumped, but he pretty much just falls over by himself. White to hit Heidi. Oh, White with a shot. And then Shen with a shot that just didn't even go on net. George pumps it down below the goals. Round the boards to Heidi. Heidi back to George. George lobs it into the slot. And at the blue line, Nat Kondos throws it on net. And then there's a bit of pandemonium in front of the goaltender. But they manage to get it out, and the Delis bring it up to their goal that they're going for. Coots throws it on, and Horvat with the answer there. George B comes up with the puck. He puts it in between the skates of Sparrow and then circles back around him, but he can't control the puck, and here comes Sparrow. Sparrow into the offensive zone, throws a backhand. Horvat dishes it away with his stick after he didn't drop down into the butterfly. Chris Cullen on the far side, middle boards. Hamish Young. Oh, yep. Sparrow with a bit of defensive pressure there, a bit of a stick lift. Thought she was going to lift it earlier. Gary Nat streaking into his defensive zone. Picks up the puck. Hamish Young applying pressure, and so is Chris Cullen. Nat puts it up into the netting, so doesn't go as far as he'd like. And here comes Hamish Young. Hamish Young at the near side boards. Hamish Young. Over to Cullen. Side to side. Back to Hamish Young on this side. Hamish Young tried to use his body, but Gary's arms are too long. He's got long arms, that Gary Nat. Oh, and Spinozzi. He almost had it. Horvat there. Horvat was moving left to right, but just slowly enough that he managed to get a toe on it. Linton Wood with pressure from both Nat Kondos and Hamish Young. Chris Kondos comes away with the puck, this time playing for the Athenas. Chris Kondos on the Athenas up to Chris Cullen. Cullen into the glove of Norman Yan. And Norman Yan will put it down on the ice, waiting for his teammate Joe Spinozzi, who softly lobs it up, and Hamish Young read it beautifully. Hamish back into Jake White, who's in the defensive zone, who plays it immediately up to Chris Cullen, who couldn't hold it. Can't dodge us. Gary Nat tried to pass it, but it didn't hit anybody, and now George in his defensive zone manages to get it out, but just to the blue line where there was a Simo Spinozzi. Oh my gosh, and that puck pinballed around and hit a few people in the face. If this was Australia's Funniest Home Video Show, there'd be doinks and boings all over the place. Oh, Linton Wood off his skate. He manages to corral it into the offensive zone. The referee says no offside, so continue play. Spinozzi. Oh, didn't release it quick enough. And that goes into the chest. Steve Horvat. Now Alice Cam has flipped her jersey, but she's still playing for the Athenas. So she's wearing all white, well, a white jersey, so a lighter jersey. And Steve Ward couldn't get that on net. It's a bit of pandemonium here, but, you know, it's a bit of fun. Jake White picked up some speed, skated around his own net. Linton Wood gets his stick in there, but loses it. Jake White couldn't get the shot off that he wanted. Jake White makes a pass to Alice Cam, but he shot it to where she was, not where she is. Steve Ward. Oh, nice little pass. But Jake White read it beautifully, and now Sheng has it.
Very naughty pass from Stephen.
Very naughty. Tony Sheng passes it up to Fiona Buell in her skates. Somebody's saying go to the net, but she passes it across ice and chases it in a bit of a chip and chase play. Gary Knapp puts it over her stick in his defensive zone up to Joseph Spinozzi. Spinozzi, bit of a toe drag, a bit of a handle, gets a bit of space, but it hits Tony Sheng and Steve Ward and hurts somebody. Linton Wood up at the blue line, but he missed the puck. Cam Coots threw it on net, but Horvat's put it down. Tony Sheng, the 3v3 man. Hashtag 3v3. My apologies. Bit of back and forth there between the two teams. Cam Coots bringing it haphazardly into the zone, throws it onto the stick of Steve Horvat that's seen a lot of action tonight. Chris Kondos tried to get it up to Tony Sheng, but it was in 3 dimensions, so he missed it. Sheng, oh, wow. Almost had a good shot there. Sparrow throws it across to Linton Wood. Back to Sparrow. Oh, it's loose in front. Horvat stops it. Covers it up. Chris Kondos breaking it in. Maitland Osborne hasn't made a call this whole game. He's just thrown the puck down. I guess when you look like that, you don't have to. You can rest on your laurels. Shepherd takes the puck away from the Athenas, passes it across to Sarah Sparrow, who is waiting, and she passes out to the breaking Spinozzi. Cam Coots applying pressure there to Tony. Oh. Who was offside that time? Phoebe Melvin was not happy with the call, and she decided to cross-check the ref, Costa. Heidi, puck handling, puck losing, but then puck handling again. Throws the puck back to Hamish and goes offside and then has to touch back up. George tried a one-touch pass, but there was nobody there to receive it. Horvat's taken his mask off. Oh! And that shot got through everything, but didn't get inside the post. So we will play on. 10 minutes, 10 seconds left. Dehli Bellies are 6 with 49 shots. Athenas are 7 with 32. It's been a no goals this period for the Athenas? One goal. Tony Sheng has scored the only goal for the Athenas this period. And the Delhi's have put in a fantastic effort with 4 goals and a couple of personnel changes along the way. Jake White for the Athenas. One-handed with the puck. Decides to put both hands on his stick. Passes it to Hamish Young, who's surrounded by Dehli Bellies. Back down to White, who assesses his options. Tries a bit of a mohawk around the defender. Passes it back up to this point where Nat Kondos is. And man down! Man down! Was it a wrist? Oh, it was his throat. Oh. Is that Justin Shepherd? Whoever it was, they copped a puck to the throat. And that's never nice. Oh, nice shot there by Heidi. But Norman saw it all the way. Justin Shepherd still huffing those breaths down. Carrying it in front of his own net all night. I know you're a goaltender and that's usually where you are, but mate, come on. Especially when you got pressure there. You don't want to do that. Oh, and we're tied. Great little play. Three goals for Simon Spinozzi with the assist from the man who I was just critiquing on his carrying the puck in front of his own net, Justin Shepherd. And we've got less than 2 minutes.
7-all.
7-all, guys. A minute 42. Gary Nat throws it on net, and Horvat's just given up. What's he doing? Is he done? Is he just done for the game? Chris Cullen. Oh, and a save that just deflects off net. Gary Nat will take it in his own defensive zone. Up to Spinozzi. Simon Spinozzi with his brother in the slot there waiting for him. And he gets the puck to him. But he gets the puck down low and a beautiful wraparound goal! And Simon Spinozzi scores from his brother! Does that count? Does he already have 3? And that excitement was short-founded because he's already scored 3 goals for the night. So with 58 seconds, we are still tied because Simon Spinozzi has reached his limit of goals. If Joe Spinozzi had have scored it, it would have counted. And he makes an effort now. Sarah Sparrow backhands it. And that will count. And after a night where the Athenas have dominated. Oh, Linton Wood got his stick up into George's hands there. Lucky he didn't get a penalty called. Last minute of play. We're down to 33 seconds.
Last 30 seconds of the final period.
Jake White up at the blue line point. Throws it down to Tony Sheng, who couldn't get it directed on net where he wanted it. Back up to Jake White at the point. Jake White throws a wrister down low to Tony Sheng again. Tony Sheng pops it out in front, but Gary Natt's there to stop it. But Jake White stops his pass, and it's down to Tony Sheng. Passes it into the slot for George. George couldn't hold on to it, and the Dehli Bellies will clear it out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over. Game over, man. And that'll do it. The Dehli Bellies, with 53 shots, reign triumphant with 8 goals to the Athenas 7 and 33 shots. Steve Horvat with a lackluster final period there. And he kicks the door open. Norman Yan will be happy with his effort. And that's a wrap for this evening's games in the KSL. We saw wins there from the Dehli Bellies and the Shut Up Maitlands. Both 8-7. But one of them was in overtime and one of them was in regular time. So Dehli Bellies will get full points for that one. So that puts them up into second place. With the Shut Up Maitlands in first place with 14. Dehli Bellies in second place with 13. Alongside the... No. Straight up second place. Shut Up Maitlands will be in 12th place. Third place with 12 points. No, I'm not making any sense now. I'm just talking gibberish. I'm going to wait till next week to read out the standings. Once again, the Condos Summer League 4v4 tournament brought to you by Spark and Data and Electrical. sparkandata.com.au. That's Spark and Data for all your data and electrical needs. You've been here with Richard Armour, our scorer and special comments, and me, Figures. It's been an absolute pleasure talking rubbish to you for the last couple of hours. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. Have a great week.